Hello, Anthony.
Hello, Claudine.
Today, we're here to talk about some real estate issues we had talked about back in April. FinCEN, the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, they had a press release. They're taking aim at real estate secrecy in Manhattan and Miami, Geographic Targeting Orders, otherwise known as GTOs. Requires identification for high-end cash buyers. Now, it was originally effective March 1st, 2016. It was supposed to expire August 27th, but I literally put a reminder on my calendar, August 27th, to do a Google search on it. Alas, I did, and there's a new press release saying that they've expanded the area.
Yes.
So the originally target areas were only Manhattan, Miami-Dade County, and Florida. Okay. It temporarily required certain U.S. title insurance companies to identify the persons behind companies used to pay all cash for high-end residential real estate. They said beneficial owners, each individual who owns at least 25% or more. The information was then reported to FinCEN and made available to law enforcement investigators as part of FinCEN's database. So we are assuming they thought they were going to catch criminals buying things with cash?
I would say the number one most important feature of this program is it provides for government employment. So it does that. It does it incredibly well. I guess the target here, is your Russian mobster who's going to bring his money over and invest in U.S. real estate, because that's a bad thing. We don't want...
And then pay taxes on it.
Then pay taxes on it. I guess that's a terrible, terrible thing. You know, people do nasty things around the world. People do nasty things in the U.S., but we still take their money because we like their taxes. This is really a strange one. I mean, it's just the whole purpose of this too. You know, the title insurance company. You know, that's the first way around this whole thing. It's like, just don't get title insurance. So title insurance company is where you have to pay a premium on the title each time it's bought. It's kind of a good, I'm not going to say racket, but somebody else could. As somebody who used to sell title insurance, I enjoyed it when I did real estate closings. This was something fascinating because I tell people this and they're like, no, I didn't know that. That's crazy. But title insurance is one of the best things for real estate attorneys. And I could do a closing for free if the property was worth enough, because the title insurance is a percentage of the property and 70% of the premium goes to the attorney. We're plugs. Now, when I have to pay title insurance, I don't do real estate closings anymore. When I have to pay, I'm like, oh man, this guy's getting 70% from me. So it's sort of a nice little racket that goes on. So that's just one thing to do, is just like, well, just don't get title insurance. Get a different type of insurance that could cover you. Also, you're buying $1 million property. My guess is you have the resources to, because a title insurance is just they're going to represent you in court, first of all. You know, they they're going to, if there's a big lawsuit, but they could lose the title insurance, they could lose too.
Right.
Then they'd have to come up with to pay you something, but it's really rare that they totally lose. There's more of an accommodation of something in the title. So that's if I was a Russian mobster, no, I don't need title insurance.
Yeah, no thanks.
I have my people.
Don't you worry.
Don't worry about it.
Now, we'll talk about the expanded areas and the new transaction amounts in just a moment. But I was trying to figure out why FinCEN, decided to expand the program. They had a new press release. Federal and state law enforcement agencies have informed FinCEN that information generated by the GTOs has provided greater insight on potential assets held by persons of investigative interest and, in some cases, has helped generate leads and identify previously unknown subjects. And I really thought somewhere in there it was going to say, have caught criminals. But alas, they're identifying previously unknown subjects.
So that entire sentence means absolutely nothing. There's nothing in there that's operative. There's nothing that means anything. I mean, it's beautifully written.
Yes, hey, it rolls off the tongue nicely.
Can you write me something that just doesn't say anything? I don't want to commit to anything, but makes it look like I'm doing something. Because what they should have said, I like doing this job. And I needed to hire a buddy of mine, and so we like doing this. So we will have more buddies. It's possible that we help we help law enforcement. It's not impossible.
We gathered some information.
Potentially, talk about we're going on fishing expeditions, because that's really the other way too. It's like, yeah, we're going on fishing expeditions, and maybe they really are. Maybe they're actually charting a boat, posing as fishermen, looking at, hey, who's buying that oceanfront property over there? Well,
all right. So the original criteria compared to the expanded criteria. Originally, they said only certain title insurance companies had to partake in the program. Now it's a requirement, all title insurance companies. New York City, the only transactions had to be reported sales of $3 million or more in Manhattan. That's expanded to include all 5 boroughs.
Well, I mean, yeah, because of the rest of the boroughs, Brooklyn is, that's gone.
Hey, I heard the hipsters are bumping up the property value
they're
there.
Really doing it. Or the hipsters' parents, probably. Yeah.
Now, Florida only transactions in Miami-Dade County had to be reported sales of more than $1 million. That's expanded to include all of Broward County and Palm Beach County. They also added Los Angeles County, San Diego, Bexar County, 3 California Bay Area counties, Santa Clara, San Francisco, and San Mateo. And I'm sorry, Bexar County is in Texas. So they've added, California, a little bit of Texas. And the other big change is the scope of covered transactions was only cashier's checks or certified checks. They've included now personal checks and business checks.
Did they listen to...
I think they listened to our original video.
Here's one way around it, personal check.
Although I still can't find anywhere that they are monitoring wire transfers.
Wire transfers.
So that
usually,
may be...
wire transfers have a trail of where the money comes from. That is one of the things. A wire transfer, you could track to see if the money was somewhat sanctioned at somewhere along the line. So there is a trail. So sending a wire transfer isn't necessarily the easiest thing.
Right. Now, all of the different transactions amount, they range anywhere from poor Bexar County, only $500,000 you've got to report. And
it's
that
so
seems
nice.
like...
I mean, I've heard it's really, really nice
Really
there.
nice.
Yeah.
Anywhere from $500,000 for transaction up to $3 million. And we'll make sure we add the notes below the video. So if you're concerned, you can always check the transaction amount.
Orange County is not on there. Orange County, that'd be, there you go. Hey.
It's a beautiful place.
Beautiful place.
All right. Now, this program, Anthony, is expiring. I have to set a new reminder.
Yes.
On February 23rd, 2017. Do we really think it's going away?
I'm going to guess, okay? I'm going to guess it's going to be expanded, okay? The reason why is because, hold on. I think I have the exact language.
Okay.
What they're going to discover is that federal and state law enforcement agencies have informed FinCEN that the information generated by these GTOs has provided great insight on potential assets held by persons of investigative nature and, in some cases, has helped generate leads and identify previously unknown subjects.
If I was a betting woman, I would go with you.
I say copy and paste. There we go. Let's expand it.
New press release.
There we go. I think they're probably going to say Orange County. I think all of California, all of Texas, all of Florida, all of New York will be the next one.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Why not?
All right. So tune back in February and we'll have an update.
Yes.
If you are concerned or if you have any tax questions or issues, don't hesitate to contact us.
And I hear that FinCEN is hiring.
We're 888-727-8796. We're info@IRSMedic.com. You can check out IRSMedic.com for all sorts of great tax information. You can like and comment below and make sure to subscribe to our channel for all our awesome tax updates. Thanks for watching. IRSMedic, the law offices of Parent & Parent, LLP. Real tax attorneys for tough tax problems.